What's going on, guys? Creeper591 here, and today I'm bringing you a mod showcase. Now, today's mod showcase is the Transformers mod. I am a big fan, as you know, I am a big fan of Transformers. My Minecraft skin is a Transformer. No, it's not. It is not Optimus Prime. So, before we start, I just want to let you know I am just getting over a cold, so there will be a little bit of a coughing. If I will cough a few times during the video. So I just wanted to let you know. Alright, so let's get started. So this right here is the Transformium ore. Now, if any of you have seen the Transformers 4 movie, you know what Transformium is. It's the stuff that KSI would collected throughout the movie. Excuse me. But the Transformers mod allows you to, well, basically transform into vehicles. See, those are the vehicles, and these are the characters. You just put these on, and you can turn into these vehicles. All of them, except this plane right here. Except this. Because there's no character model for this guy. But anyways, so let's get down to the crafting recipes. There's a lot, so I'm gonna try to do this quick, so I can show you that and much more. All right, so first off, the Transformium ore. You would just find this in like when you go mining. Another thing you would go find is Energon crystals. Now, those of you that watch Transformers know what Energon is. It is the lifeblood of Transformers. It's basically it's basically our water. Energon for them is basically water to us. Because water is also their lakes. They're basically what they're made of. It flows through their veins, basically. Pretty much. But, yeah, so the Transformium ore, you mine it and you get, a little thing called Transformium. And then with that, you can craft, you can create, molds. And then from there, you can take parts and you can make characters. And then with those, you can transform into the vehicles. So, first off, with Skystrike here, to make some of the very first parts, it's the, excuse me, it's the jet thruster. To craft that, you need 4 pieces of iron ingot, iron bars, 2 blocks of iron, and redstone, and then you get the jet thruster. The Energon crystals are mineable but not craftable. You can craft with them. To craft with them, you just, to like craft other things, but we can get to that later. I'm just gonna go along here. So, to craft a standard engine, you just take 2 pistons, 2 blocks of iron, and an iron ingot and a redstone. You get a standard engine. Now the Transformium, it's smeltable. So you just take 1 Transformium ore, and whatever here, just take something. What it displays here, and you get Transformium ore. Now, oops, shit. Like I said, with that you craft these things. I'll go. For now, they will be. I'll go over them in a little bit. Alright, so to craft these, you take that you just craft them just like normal armor. Just, just normal armor. Just five pieces of transformium. Just normal armor. Same as the chest plate. Same as you would as the chest plate, the pants, and the boots. But the molds themselves are not wearable. You cannot put on the molds. You can put on these, but you can't put on these. Now, for like the wings on Skystrike, to craft those, you need 4 pieces of iron 4 iron ingots, and 1 piece of transformium. For the cockpit, you need yellow stained glass and 2 pieces and 2 iron ingots. The tracks, you have 6 pieces of leather and 2 iron ingots, and you get a track. The turret, you get an ink sac, block of iron, and 2 iron ingots, and you get a turret. The wheel, you take 4 ink sacs, 4 pieces of leather, and 1 iron ingot. Why that's over here, I don't know. I did not put that over there. I put it right here. Don't know how it got over there. So, now the transformium ore, as always, I mean, it's not craftable. I mean, it's an ore. Smeltable. You put transformium ore in here with whatever you get transformium. Okay. Weird. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart here. Anyways, so now to craft the characters. To craft Skystrike's head, you take 2 pieces of iron, 2 iron ingots. You take 2 iron ingots and 1 transformium head mold. For his body, you take 2 F-88 jet wings, 1 F-88 jet cockpit, 2 rose red, 1 transformium torso mold, and 1 bone meal. You get his torso. His legs, you take 2 bone meal and 1 transformium leg mold. His feet, you take 2 ink sacs, 2 jet thrusters, then transformium feet mold. To craft his weapon, you take 4 iron ingots, 2 energon crystal pieces, 2 pieces of transformium, and 1 energon crystal. Hold on. Okay, so now for Verp. After I show you how to craft them all, I'll show you what they look like on the player. So, Verp. To craft his head, you need 2 light gray dyes, 3 iron ingots, 1 transformium head mold, and lime stained glass pane. Just one of them. His body, you take 2 wheels, 3 gray dyes, light gray dyes, 1 standard engine, and a transformium torso mold. His legs, you take 2 light gray dyes, transformium leg mold. You get his legs. His feet, you take 2 wheels and 2 light gray dyes. You get and transformium feet mold. And you get his legs. Now for Subwoofer. You take 4 iron ingots, 1 lapis lazuli, 1 transformium head mold, and 1 light blue glass, 1 light blue stained glass plane, or pane, whatever. For purge, you take 1 piece of butter, 6 iron ingots, 1 transformium head mold, and 1 ink sac. And you get Purge's head. I don't know why an ink sac, but hey, you can't argue with logic. Now to craft his body, you take 2 tracks, a turret, 2 pieces of butter, 1 rose red, and a transformium torso mold. Now to craft his legs, you take 2 iron ingots, 2 rose red, and a transformium leg mold. Now to craft his feet, 2 rose red, 2 ink sacs, and a transformium feet mold. So, but there's one thing. With these sets, you can craft these. You take those and you can craft them into these. How to do that is, you just take the whole set, say Sky Strike for this plane right here, his whole set, and you get an F-88 fighter jet. For Verp, you just take his whole set and you get the 2015 Chevrolet Corvette Z06. For Subwoofer, you take his whole set and you take the 2015, and you can also, and then when you craft it into, you get the 2015 Acura NSX. For Purge, I mean, you take his whole set and you get a tank. Now, how to craft his knife, or his katana, you take 4 energon crystal pieces, 1 energon crystal, 2 pieces of transformium, and 1 iron ingot. So, that wraps up the crafting recipes. Let's test out the models. Now this is pretty funny, I have to say for myself. Just watch this. Okay, so put it on the head. Watch this. This is funny. Look how tiny my head is. And it's not even attached to my body. Look at this. Do you see the spacing between my head and my body? I can see the body under my head. I probably missed that spot when I made the statue of my skin a long time ago. So now for the body. Nice little Autobot symbol on the side of his arm. And the legs. Now, one thing with all of these models, whenever you put on one of these, I know it looks like all of it's on, but it's not. Trust me. If I try to transform, nothing happens. That's why you need to put the legs on after you put on put the feet on after you put the legs, even though it looks like the legs are already on. I mean the feet. So this is Sky Strike. Get a good look. Nice. You do get an extra jumping boost. See how I clearly jumped over that? Before you couldn't jump over that at all. Now I can clearly jump over that. So to transform him, you press C. And my god, the animation in that is just amazing. It does not make a flying sound. I think that'd be kind of cool if he kind of added that. If the mod maker added that. Excuse me. The plane does not shoot when you fly, but see how on the bottom of the screen here it says nitro? If you press control, if you hold in, my mistake, if you hold down control, you go into nitro. And it spurts off this little fire, this particle effect, which is a nice touch. Yeah, to transform him back. Press C again. Now, observe. I could fly up as high as I wanted. You could literally fly as high as you can go. Transform and then just fall. You won't die. You're like a chicken. You float, you gracefully float down. And you take no fall damage. Let's just wait for us to actually come back on the ground. Gracefully float down and boom. Yeah. I just got a Facebook message. Also, I recently made a Facebook page, so go give that a like. Alright, so the next guy will be Verp. Verp turns into the 2015 Chevrolet Corvette Z06, I believe. Yeah, the 2015 Chevrolet Corvette Z06. I was right. I feel smart. I should, because I'm in a car shop. So, it's a nice little car model. It kind of reminds me of Lockdown because of the green face. Although you could have added a little color to it. I mean, it seems kind of bland. But, hey, I'm not complaining. Yeah, it's nice anyways. He did a nice job. So, unfortunately, he does not have an extra jump boost. And he does take fall damage. See? But the good thing is, when you do take damage, it doesn't really, it kind of like protection, 5, protection 4, my mistake, protection 4 armor, diamond armor. It's kind of like that, where you don't really lose much health, but you do take damage. So, transforming him the same way. C. You just press C. We have this nice animation. Press space and you can jump. You can jump while you're in a car. Hold control. And you nitro. And this time you have a different kind of a particle effect. Yeah, I mean it's a nice little touch. Nice model. See if I go in the water. I can drive around in the water. Boost in the water, but if you press space, you won't. You can't go up. So to get out, transform, and float out. Damn it. Stuck. So yeah, next guy, I believe, is Subwoofer. Look how tiny his head is. That's just insane. You got his body, which is a nice model. Same as Verp's. It's basically Verp, but with added color and some more detail, which is nice. I like how he did this one. So, yeah, basically, with this one, it's the same thing as Verp. Same thing as Verp. Transform. You could transform with him. You know, press C again and drive around just like Verp. You can drive around in lakes. But like I said, you can't float out as a car. Just transform and float up and walk out. Then transform to get back. And the transformation sound reminds me, I think, of either War for Cybertron game or Follow Cybertron. But it's nice. Alright, so next would be, well, last actually, would be Purge. I'll show off the weapons after. Show off Purge's weapon. I mean, look at this. It's just funny. Purge looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. He turns into a tank. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is when you do transform, you're stuck in F5 mode. You can't get out unless you transform back. So for him, he doesn't go very slow, very fast. You can't hop, but you can just automatically go up one block when you go up. Say I go over here, and I automatically go up one block. And I can nitro, which by then I'll just go normal speed. The cool thing with this is I can just simply ride out of the water. Shit. Unfortunately, you can't shoot with the tank. But one thing you do, what happens with Purge, is when you pull out the katana, the left track disappears, and it ends up in your hand. And then this red bar comes out. See? See how it's missing? And when you put it back, it reappears and the bar goes away. Why? Why that bar's there? I don't know. But yeah. So that wraps up Purge. I'm gonna show you Sky Strike's weapon, and then that will be it. Let's get a Skype message. I'm gonna check who it's from real quick. My friend. Hi. Alright, so I'm gonna put on Sky Strike's suit again because the gun won't work unless you put on the suit. So, his crossbow. In order for it to work, you need Energon Crystal Piece. So, I mean, look at the model. And just look how well it sits in my hand. So each time you fire it, it turns. So, some squids over here. Let's test it on them. Shoots a blue stream, then a red stream. Blue stream, and a red stream. See, notice how it turns each time you fire it. Yeah. So, and notice how right now it looks like a pickaxe. This thing can go pretty far. Yeah. Well, anyways, guys, this mod is right now for 1.7.10, and you need Forge, Minecraft Forge for it. If you want it to work, then get Forge. So, and put it in 1.7.10. Oh, and if you're using Sky Strike and you're in vehicle mode and you try to dive in the water while using a plane, it won't work. Actually, kind of works, but it's like when you have those floaties on your arm when you're a kid. No matter how hard you tried, you put your arm under the water, it just wouldn't work. But robot, you can get it. Just put in, jump in. You can fly right out and just transform and fly out. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's mod review. Everything you need to know, or need, everything will be in the description below. Links, everything will be in the description below. And when you crouch, one thing I forgot, when you crouch, it don't work. Nothing, it's not working. But anyways, so yeah. It'd be cool if they made action figures of these guys. Um, but anyways, guys, so I hope you enjoyed. Um, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, see what you want to see next. Just tell me. Just tell me what kind of mod you want to see, what server you want me to do, what Transformers figure you want me to review, because who knows, I might have it. Um, just what you want me to do. I have been planning to do many things. Just tell me what you want to see. I have Twitter, so go check me out on that. I have a Facebook page. Go check me out there. Just everything will be in the description below. The mod, everything. Even the mod maker's channel. Go check him out. His mods are amazing. Because he made this, so obviously his mods are amazing. So, anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for everything. And as I said, everything will be in the description below. So don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, so I'm Creeper591 and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!